Welcome to Lesson 3, Applying Representation in the Classroom. In the final lesson of this module, we'll move from awareness to action. You'll learn practical ways to ensure that all children feel seen in your classroom through books, materials, and daily interactions. By the end of this lesson, you will create an action plan to bring representation to life in your teaching practice. Representation in the classroom isn't just about what's on the bookshelf. It should be embedded in every part of the environment. From the posters on the walls to the dramatic play materials in the classroom, children should see themselves and others authentically reflected. Representation helps build a sense of belonging and expands students' understanding of the world around them. To ensure an inclusive classroom, representation should be woven into 5 key areas: books and literacy materials, visuals and classroom displays, dramatic play and toys, lesson planning and curriculum, daily teacher-student interactions. So let's explore how we can make each of these areas more representative and meaningful for all learners. Books are a critical tool in shaping young children's understanding of themselves and others. A strong classroom library features diverse main characters, avoids stereotypes, and includes own voice authors, or writers who authentically represent the cultures and experiences that are depicted. Representation should extend beyond historical figures and struggle narratives. All children deserve to see themselves in joyful, everyday experiences. Conducting a book audit can help identify areas for improvement and ensure every child finds meaningful stories that reflect their world. What children see in the classroom environment sends a strong message about who is valued. Posters, artwork, and visual displays should highlight diverse cultures, abilities, and experiences. One way to make representation more meaningful is to include student-created work. This not only enhances engagement, but also ensures that the classroom walls reflect the unique identity of students. Finally, multilingual signage helps create an inclusive space where all languages are recognized and celebrated. Dramatic play is a powerful way for children to explore the world around them. Providing dolls and figurines with varied skin tones, abilities, and cultural attire helps normalize diversity in everyday play. Cooking sets and food items should reflect more than one culture, allowing children to explore traditions beyond their own. Similarly, dress-up clothes should go beyond typical career costumes. Consider including traditional clothing from different cultures or gender-neutral options to encourage open-ended and inclusive play. Representation must also be integrated into the curriculum and lesson planning. When choosing books and classroom materials, make sure stories feature diverse experiences and authors. Recognize holidays and traditions from multiple cultures, not just dominant ones. Finally, introduce students to diverse role models across different professions. Representation isn't just about what's in the classroom. It's about how we teach and engage students every day. Representation also happens through teacher-student interactions. Children naturally ask questions about identity, differences, and fairness. Instead of avoiding these conversations, use them as opportunities for learning. Normalize talking about cultural traditions, abilities, and family structures in positive, affirming ways. When children ask questions, respond with open-ended prompts like, "What do you think?" or "Let's learn about that together." Encouraging these discussions fosters empathy and understanding. Let's look at a real-world example. Miss Jordan, a pre-K teacher, realized that her classroom library lacked books featuring diverse family structures and abilities. After conducting a book audit, she introduced new materials that better reflected her students. She also added diverse dolls to the dramatic play area and included multilingual labels in her classroom. The impact was that students were more engaged deeply with books and activities that represented their experiences. Now it's time to put your learning into action. Using the Representation Action Plan template, identify one immediate step that you can take and one long-term goal for improving representation in your classroom. Consider books, materials, and classroom conversations. Be specific. What will you add, change, or improve? To wrap up, you will complete a discussion board, submit your representation action plan, and take a final knowledge check. By making intentional changes, you can ensure that all children feel seen, valued, and included in your classroom. Looking forward to seeing you in Module 2.